How would you feel about reliving your same life day after day? Most of us don't realize it, but a lot of us do. You see, between the hours of 9 and 3, millions of kids relive their lives day after day. For 5 days a week and 9 months out of the year, our lives are pretty much on repeat. Taking attendance, raising our hands to speak, walking in straight lines, moving from class to class in a block schedule. Now, all of these things see and sound very familiar to us as we go through them in our day-to-day lives. Now, all of these ideas were created by people who wanted us to get into the factory life easily, but these ideas were created centuries ago. So how are these things gonna work in our new, modern, and innovative world?
I think a lot of people in this country would be very opposed to changing the school system because they're scared of change. They're scared of failing. They're scared that it's not going to work. And where does that leave us? And what they need to realize is that without trying, you're never going to know. And we're going to be stuck in this rut year after year. And we're better than that.
Read, write, repeat. 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 Sound familiar?
Well, for me, school was always really challenging, just engaging between having ADD and a little bit of dyslexia. It was just super hard to get engaged a lot of times, especially with core subjects like reading, math, science, history. So my favorite parts were actually the classes I could take that were electives. I was in a broadcast magnet program. Then I went through a journalism intensive program in high school. So being able to pick up a camera, being able to use things that are hands-on, going on set, walking around school, things like that were probably some of my favorite for sure.
Take this picture of a car from today and compare it to this picture of a car from 150 years ago. Big difference, right? Now take this picture of a computer from today and compare it to a picture of a computer from 150 years ago. Again, big difference. Now take this picture of a classroom today and compare it to a picture of a classroom of 150 years ago. Nothing's changed.
In America, I think that they are lacking, the school system is actually failing students by not adding a variety of classes.
Reforming the school system would be so beneficial in so many different ways. It's hard to cover them all sometimes, but for starters, I think we'd be seeing big changes in our communities, starting with the attitudes of youth. You know, we are the generation of some very depressed and introverted people, especially now with everything happening in society that we've been forced to lock ourselves in our room. That separation, those anxieties, that depression has only built in a lot of young adults especially. So I think the biggest thing we'll see with the reform is this lack of stress so early in life. You know, when I have 4 hours of homework to do that day, but I also have baseball practice and I also have a family dinner and stuff like that, and I'm not falling asleep till 2:30 a.m., it takes a toll. But with reform, we're seeing more classes that engage students with having smaller classrooms and having more one-on-one time with students. I think we'll see big changes just all around in general, from testing scores, from interest in class to actual completion of work, because there's just less to do and you're more engaged and actually learning a lot better that way.
The kids of my generation just want to be heard. What we want is a good school system, one where we can learn and thrive.